Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing a Juned ramp deck off the Platinum Mythic list. Do you think you have the ability to handle the power that this deck is going to be laying down? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host. Just found out that I'm third cousin twice removed from Taylor Swift, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Magic GG's Platinum Mythic list, which they did not entitle it at all. No titles whatsoever. That's part of their secret. So I called it Juned Ramp. Juned Ramp. I don't know how to pronounce that. Juned. That sounds right. Juned Ramp. Why? Because it's got three colors to make up Jund, black, red, and green. Ramp, because there's some rampiness going on, which is how you get yourself to your upper level right there. Anyways, yeah, it works, man. It works. So let's power through what is in this deck, and then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, we got Creature Kill, a dude that puts out a treasure. Mana Boy. Basically, he's a great defender that gives you a card every turn because people always keep him from attacking. With this deck, you can pretty much, when you put this out, you can pick a card, put it underneath it, and pretty much get it out immediately. And that'll allow you to pull pretty much one of these things. This guy he's part of the ramp thing, allows you to play creatures. We got lots of creatures. But it does 2 mana for each creature. So he's a 2 mana creature boy. Archfiend of the Dross is a flying 6/6 with a limited time life. If you go too long, he will kill you. Gix's command can wipe the board. We got Vorinclex, which will put out more mana. Let's see. You could then, if you have 7 mana, you can make him do various things. I believe there's a bum rush there. I don't know how to make that happen. Let's see if I can find it. Nope. I don't know what his saga abilities are. I didn't see it right there. It's not too important. Breach the Multiverse allows you to mill 10 for everybody. You pick one card from each of those and put it right into the battlefield. Etali, you put this guy out, mill 3? Not mill, but you exile 3 cards from the tops of libraries, and you pick one from each, and you put those right into the battlefield. So we got a couple of those going on. Those are usually showstoppers that win the games for you. So that's it. We got lots of land that'll support what we got going on there. So what are we doing? We're controlling the board. We're, as quickly as possible, throwing out some heavy-duty dudes. These two are heavy-duty, but got some serious drawbacks. But beyond that, these guys start going crazy. Hopefully, we'll be able to get out some serious muscle way faster than everybody else and in their lives before they have a chance to do anything about it. All right, so then before we go out and kill, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxroll, who lives within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, seeing them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, let's go up against DG00. Or is it Dagoo? I can't quite tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's keep it. I'm going for a little red action. I can probably ramp a little bit, get into an Archfiend. Because that would give me 3. I need to get to 4, so I still got some time. So you got that. Let's pick this guy up. All right, so we got 4 on the next turn. Definitely can do Archfiends. This guy's playing with white. Which means you gotta watch out for those exile cards that they like to throw so well. And it's gone. From its graveyard. Stop copying Cubert. You are a poor copy of it. I'm sorry, Cubert, baby. Here's some Energon cubes for you. Cool thing about the Archfiend, it is not legendary. We could throw out another one on the next turn. That would be 2 points of damage for you. Oh, cancel. Sorry. I don't know how to grab that. All right, so that's 4, 5. You get 6 and 7. Let's just do that. This guy does not have an answer for Archfiends. In turn, that is really bad for us. Those guys are time bombs, ticking time bombs for their owners. All right, I'll have to kill my own guys. What's going to have to happen? But let's start off with a little Breach the Multiverse. That one looks good. We're rocking it hard. Still, I'm just going to have to kill my own Archfiend like a sucker. I could have waited, I guess. You think he's going to try to protect the Archfiend or the Dross? Whatever. We're just picking stuff at this point. Yabba dabba yabba dabba yabba dabba yabba dabba. Why is he touching my land so much? This guy is a toucher. He's a touchy Toucherson. I want to double up on Etali there. All right, Degoo. It's time for you to commit. All right, it's down to 5. Rolling with what, 6 mana essentially? All right, sure. Got something that blocks flying? No. All right, and that's a win. Winner, winner, victory dinner. And we're playing against Magic Banners. Magic Banners. We got 2 mana. 3. I am not a big fan of this. Let's keep it. I don't know. Let's see if we make it happen. All right, mana's coming out nicely. Good job. Good job, deck. You're going to eat some pie while we're at it. A little stuff to shoot up. Yep, you're going to get through. Congratulations. All right. 4 gets us into a nice Archfiend. Power of 2 or less. That's at 5. I could play that on the next turn, technically. This guy's grueling it up. He's going to have a bunch of creatures. Can't block your sticky fingers, so you should just come on through. Let's go, Magic Banners. Let's see what else is here. We play with these plants. There's nothing guarding the door. I can walk out of here at any time. This guy playing with here. Discard a land. 2 damage to any target. Alright, getting close. It's time to start wiping the board, I think. Ooh. I just don't think I care. Let's just see if we can do some fight rigging. Alright, it's taking Etali. Next, keep that guy up. Put this guy out. Pow pow! 1 and 2. Another Archfiend. All right, good for you. Good for you, my friend. Let's take out that guy. All right, so we do have the ability to block his dude with menace at this point. Because I know that by himself, Etali would be totally scared of a taxidermist. But with his friend, the Scrapgorger, he's willing to stand up for friendship. Past blockers. Let's chew this guy up. Let the other guys through. All right, now the game's over. As soon as I can attack. And there we go. Swing, swing! Pow, pow! -10. Touchdown! Lava Bears. Alright, we're playing against ZAPDOS. ZAPDOS. Keep. 4, 5, and 7. That's a long ways to go. Still slow. All right, let's play this guy and put out a Riveteer. Cool. Ooh, that's the worst for me there. All right, 4th, we'll get out an Archfiend. All right, 5. Welcome back, my friends. All right, that's going to give us 6. Oh, I just wasted it on this guy, whatever. 6. I need 7 mana is what I need. All right, so this guy's just playing what? It's not Orzhov? Yeah, it is Orzhov. I'm surprised he hasn't gone after the Archfiend at this point. All right, I'm down to 8. I'll tell you what, we're going to play this guy. Who will we take out of this thing? Vorinclex. Next. Vorinclex come and give us the land we're looking for. All right, 15. We're so low, it's kind of a bad situation. I got 2 guns pointing out my head right now. Both Sheoldred with card draw and Breach the Multiverse. Or, I'm sorry, Archfiend running out of the counters. All right, I'm down to 4. Let's Breach the Multiverse. All right, we win! Suck it, sucker fish! All right, we're playing against WalkerMcTimberwolf. 2 mana. Keep. All right, that's our track forward. For being a good rampy deck, this thing is surprisingly stingy sometimes. Black. A touch. Alright, that's cool. We're going to put out a Riveteer. Nice and slow. To both kill a creature and get us a treasure. Just going to let that through. We're picking up all the Etalis. There we go. And we got a Shakedown Heavy. No black. Not sure what you thought that was all about there. No, my friend, it is your go. I'll sit here and play with fire, apparently. Alright, so apparently our pal is embarrassed by his last move. There you go. Three mana. At least we got a black out of that deal. Alright, 4 too slow. We'll have to wait till next turn. If I put out Archfiend the Dune, he's just going to get killed. I got to do it, though. Otherwise, the game will not progress forward. Alright, so we need, what, 3 more mana to get up to Etali levels? Alright, we're going to go fight Riggin for something awesome. Sure. Give him up. Is that guy? Alright, we're going for the fight. Oh, I see you returning back Super Poison dude back from the dead. Alright, you got 2 cards in your hand. I'm kind of surprised, man. You can take life. I don't care. I got 27. No cards for you. Alright, you're down to 6. You got one card and a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't do much. It's not my go. You can create that tap Power Stone if you'd like to. No cards for you. No blocks. Down to 11. You are tapped out with no cards in your hand. Good game. Suckerfish. Victory. Alright, we're playing against E-Zek. E-Zek. I'm not sure what that means. 1, 2. Alright. Here's hoping we can pick up a third mana somewhere. There's third mana. Absolutely the slowest thing in the world. Alright, we're going to kill off our pal Marshmallow before it gets a chance to grow. It only costs 3? Certainly does. Alright, let's shake down heavy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Archfiend. See that? Umval Oddity. I love that guy for quite a long time, but he's always such a wuss. Ends up getting killed pretty quickly. Now, I'm not in a position where I can kill him quickly, so that's not the greatest thing in the world for me. We're down to 9, which isn't great. Because right now, if I don't sit there and block, I'm not getting anywhere. Archfiends, while 6/6, aren't great defenders. Jesus. All right, number 2. All right, we got down to a lower level. Can I survive this next turn? That's the real question. Yeah, I think I win. Go in, double trouble. For winner, victory dinner. Victory. All right, so here we are with June. I think I always pronounced that wrong. Jund Ramp deck. And I have it at an 82% win rate, which is a fantastic win rate for a deck. It was interesting. This is 3-color cards, 3-color deck, and that usually kind of slows things down. And we take a look at we got a lot of duels and even tri-lands here, and that also tends to slow things down. But we have the guy that puts out a treasure. We got a guy that does 1 of any color. We got another guy that does 2 of any color or creature spells. Fantastic. Whatever, right? And also, we got guys that are amazingly cheap for what we're getting out of them. Shakedown Heavy is only 3. Archfiend of the Dross is only 4. And both those guys are 6s for powers to start off with. They got their own issues, right? But mostly they're here to activate that fight rigging. So altogether, it ended up being a fantastic deck with the low what do I want to say, like explosion level or something like that. A really great deck. Who was the MVP? Let's take a look at what was going on here. It was really Fight Rigging was the MVP. It was the combo piece that kept things trucking along very nicely. We were looking to, because we were able to just trigger off like half the guys in here for, easy guys to get this guy up to 7, getting whatever you're hiding away. And there's lots of good things to bring back. Usually you'd pull back an Etali or a Breach the Multiverse or something. And those things pretty much in the games where people can't even win after that. Usually, right? It's like a 90% chance that that's going to happen. So Fight Rigging really was the gravy that kept this thing being as greased and as wonderful and as tasty as it possibly could be. So good job, Fight Rigging. You're the MVP. You get to go to Disneyland. All right, so was this deck competitive at 82%? Absolutely, this was a competitive deck. I picked it up off of the Platinum Mythic list, which means that it has been a competitive deck in ladder climbing. So I would say absolutely. If you can afford to put together the cards that are in this deck, which are like, what is that? Rare, mythic, rare, uncommon. There's not a single common in here other than some of these lands, right? This is just such a rare and mythic deck. If you don't have enough to put it together, and it spans a lot of sets as well, that could be a problem. But for being a 3-color deck, this one is quite the winner. All right, so was this deck fun? If you're the kind of person that likes slugging it out and also using tricksy ways of getting cards into play, yes, absolutely, this was a fun deck. There was always something going on. You got into the fights early, and you're able to usually slug it out with the people on the other side pretty well. Like I say, the only deck I had a problem with was mono green. Mono green tended to have been my big problem because it would kind of ramp up on the opposite side and have dudes that were so big that my guys weren't big enough to take them down. That's a problem. Toxic was another one just because it was too fast. And I just didn't have the ability to get around that crap. So, but other than that, this deck was fantastic. It was a fun deck. I'm sorry I got back to competitiveness there for a second. But still, really good. Was this deck interesting? Now, that's where the real thing comes from. Why it was interesting is because it was a Jund deck. I don't even know how to pronounce this. A Jund deck, I suppose. Because this is some pretty standard creatures and cards, right? Vorinclex, Vikling, Gwenna, Armored Scrapgorger. That's all good when you go on mono green. You got your mono blacks in here. Shakedown Heavy, go for the throw. Archfiend, Gix's Command, Breach the Multiverse, absolutely. Then for red, there's only 2 cards in there. So it just kind of felt like they were just the spice to kind of shook things up. This is probably a really good, Golgari deck. You don't need Etali or Riveteers Requisitioner. This guy's really just in there for the extra mana. You could pick another one like the elf that turns your creatures into or your lands into creatures, who also gives you is 1/3. I forget what he's called, but he's not the Bushwhacker or something dumb like that. You could have him in instead, in which case you could get in I don't know, maybe what's the green guy that's a 7/7, has a shield and a bunch of other stuff? The Titan of Industry would be another one. In which case, then you could make this entirely just in Golgari. But anyway, so adding those extra guys, making this into a Jund deck, cool. It was a cool deck. And for being a 3-color deck, I thought that the colors were always available. I never had a problem getting to them. I did find myself digging for mana a little bit. Usually, I was looking forward to getting Vorinclex so I can play Etali. I kind of don't want to feel that way. But what are you going to do? You have big, gigantic guys in your hands. If you're not playing Recursion, then, or what did we call it now? Is it Reanimation? Then you're going to be digging for mana at some point, trying to get those 7s out. Still, we could do it on the regular, so it was a good way to go. All right, so this deck was competitive. It was fun, and it was pretty interesting. I'd say because of how competitive it was and how well it did across the board. Otherwise, I'm going to call this as an A+ deck. A+. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. Alright, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.